Hello and welcome to Indiana Men's Soccer Weekly, presented to you by Big Ten Plus. I'm Kevin Vera, alongside me is Zach Browning, and we're going to talk about all things Indiana men's soccer. But first off, how are you doing, Zach?
I'm doing great, Kevin. How are you this morning?
Doing well. A little hot, but it's Friday, so we get to enjoy the weekend. But let's get right into it. The Hoosiers started off the year with, high expectations, but those expectations haven't necessarily been met. They're 3-2-2 to start off the year. Zach, I guess, what is it that this team isn't necessarily doing so well right now to start the 2023 year?
I think it all starts up top for Indiana. Obviously, their back line is what it is. It's fantastic. It's been like that throughout the past couple of years. But up top, Indiana is struggling to finish their chances. They're getting chances. They just aren't necessarily finishing them right now. And for a team that was a preseason top 5 team in the entire country, that's where it's got to change.
Yeah, you hit on a big few points right there. After their College Cup performance in May, they were projected to be the number 2 team in the country, and yet they're able to find opportunities, but they only have 5 goals to show it so far to start off this season. We go back and look at their schedule. They had that crushing loss against Washington, a top 10 matchup at that point, and then they had a disappointing tie here at home against Wisconsin. I guess if Indiana isn't able to find the back of the net, if they're not able to score goals, where do they have to focus in for this team?
I think the big focus is just connecting with each other. They've done a good job, as I mentioned earlier, of getting shots on goal and getting into the opponent's box. It just hasn't necessarily been that final touch. That's what they've kind of been lacking, Indiana. And I think we saw a little bit of a formation change against Butler, and that led to a 1-0 victory for Indiana. I think if that continues, they're able to connect a little bit better with each other. I think that could go a long way.
If you ask me, I think one of the strengths that this Indiana program holds is their defense, their back line. That's how they were able to make it to the College Cup last season. And, if they're able to, Hugo Baccarat has missed a couple starts, and Joey Mayer, if you're able to balance it between those two, I think you're putting yourself in a pretty good position. So the Hoosiers, well, they'll play the Michigan State Spartans later today at 7:30 p.m. Eastern, and then Tuesday they come back to Bloomington to face off against the Michigan Wolverines. But that does it for us here on your weekly men's show, presented to you by Big Ten Plus. That's Zach Browning. I'm Kevin Vera, as we say so long from Bloomington, Indiana.